militia cowboys come to the sheriff's aid, stick up for law and order, maybe even get paid. Dirt road law and order along the western border. Sheriff man back in town, shop owners ain't sticking around. They all thought he was dead. Cleefus boys pumped him full of lead. Dirt road law and order along the western border. Oh, Cleefus Delroy is a wanted man. Sheriff come to cuff his hand. Cleefus thought he saw a ghost. Sheriff dropped his metal torso plate and began to boast. Dirt road law and order along the western border. Wanted in 5 different states, unpaid balances, different rates. Oh, Cleefus got frightened. Sheriff man says, son, for this the noose will tighten. The back he slips on his horse, makes a good clean getaway. Afraid of sheriff man, Cleefus wants to see another day. Dirt road law and order along the western border. Sheriff man pursues through the open valley. Cleefus finds his boys, good old outlaw rally. Dirt road law and order along the western border. Sheriff knows trouble is a brew. Time to call in the rough and the few. Militia cowboys come to the sheriff's aid, stick up for law and order, maybe even get paid. So those militia cowboys been rounded up, they sure do mean business. Frontier men, they ain't afraid to win. Back up the sheriff, run those outlaws out of town. Old Cleefus is furious, but too afraid for another round. Militia cowboys come to the sheriff's aid, stick up for law and order, maybe even get paid. Sheriff man on the pursuit, militia cowboys in the rear. Horses moving fast, various villages and towns they done did pass. Over a bridge or two, men of the law, the proud and the few. On the hunt for Cleefus Delroy and his boys of thieves, robbers and murderers. Good old boys they is in the crime fighting biz. Sheriff man on the pursuit, militia cowboys in the rear. Horses moving fast, various villages and towns they done did pass. Over a bridge or two, men of the law, the proud and the few. Days of pass on the run, Cleefus and his boys doing some wrong for fun. Cleefus boys out in the sun, Cleefus boys on the run. Held up some saloons on the way, out in the fray. Cleefus boys in a gunfight town to town. Frontier's men give you a frown. Now those militia cowboys are on the trail, close enough they can see the deer tail. Days of pass on the run, Cleefus and his boys doing some wrong for fun. Cleefus boys out in the sun, Cleefus boys on the run. Sheriff man, keep up that pursuit. Militia cowboys wear that nice suit. Closing in, ever close. Militia cowboys spread out and get you spacing. Cleefus boys very dangerous, and they the ones you done facing. Stay low, sheriff man. Stay safe, militia cowboys. On pursuit, on the hunt. Man, this time, Cleefus boys went too far. Sheriff man and militia cowboys on the hunt. Sheriff man, very blunt. Straddle Ridge it was, Straddle Ridge it did. Cleefus boys decided Straddle Ridge was where they were going to done.The hit. Outlaw man, lay your head low. Lawman too slow. Relax by the river. Dry out your clothes for a sliver. Start a fire. Tie up your horse by the mire. Straddle Ridge it was, Straddle Ridge it did. Cleefus boys decided Straddle Ridge was where they were going to done.The hit. Then came those militia cowboys, fast and furious. Grim Reaper man sure was curious. 6 shooters out and all. Various Cleefus Delroy boys done did fall. Straddle Ridge it was, Straddle Ridge it did. Cleefus boys decided Straddle Ridge was where they were going to done.The hit. Cleefus and a few of his boys made a good clean getaway. Off into the woodline without their horses is where they now done did stay. Sheriff man saw the route. Militia cowboys for the clout. Give that order to pursue. militia cowboys, the brave and the few. Militia cowboys went to pursue the brave and the few. Times are rough out here in this brush. Wanted men on the loose, like chasing a goose. Now look, son, you's here hunting the man you see. Outlaw boys will do anything to be free. Cleefus and a few of his boys sprint through the tall grass and the trees. Out of sight there's nobody sees. On their own for a couple of days, survive is the name of the game. Being rough and tough was always Cleefus' boys' call to fame. Times are rough out here in this brush. Wanted men on the loose, like chasing a goose. Now look, son, you's here hunting a man you see. Outlaw boys will do anything to be free. Dried mouth for thirst, hungry as a hippo. No fire to start, drop the Zippo. Looks at here, a cabin off by the way. I see a man's daughters, let's head that way. Cleefus boys survive another day. Cleefus boys survive another day. Cleefus boys survive another day. Move on out, militia cowboys. They done do close. I can smell 'em. Through the brush, those militia cowboys go on the hunt for Cleefus and his brood of gunslingers. Wanted in their ears, closer. Keep going. I can smell 'em. Look, Sheriff Man, a log cabin up ahead. Sheriff Man and his militia cowboys, he done did lead. They done headed that way, searching out them Cleefus boys day after day. Militia cowboys surround the building, Sheriff Man to the front, still on the hunt. I can smell 'em. Hey, Sheriff Man, what's that sound? Sounds like young girls crying. Sheriff Man, pound on that door. Order them all to come out with their hands up.
Cleefus Delroy and his boys ain't a-backing down. They 6-shooters still have a few rounds. Hammer falls back through the door they pounds. Sheriff man drop to the floor real low, crawl out the way real slow. Narrowly missed, but for your fellow militia cowboy, Cleefus landed a blow. Guns up and time to fight. The standoff went into the night. Cleefus and his remaining boys weren't giving up their hostages, so Sheriff man decided to pursue what life was left. For the release of the innocent, Cleefus and his boys weren't given an escape window. To the nearest town they done did fled, but a father of 2 daughters and a militia cowboy done did dead. Listen up, militia cowboys, Sheriff man says it's now personal. Move out, militia cowboys, we headed for that town up ahead. I can smell 'em.
Outlaw Cleefus and his bloodthirsty boys on the loose. Cleefus boys avoids a noose. Sheriff and his militia cowboys down a man. Sheriff and his militia cowboys moving across that land. Sheriff and his militia cowboys done bringing them outlaw Cleefus boys to justice by their own hand, says lawman. To the nearest town, then Cleefus boys made a narrow escape. Hostage standoff turned deadly and wrong. Wild West country standoff went on all night long. Into Tinsel Town it is, into Tinsel Town they done did. Early morning risers, townspeople only a few. Cleefus and his boys walk the streets in the open, looking for shelter and some provisions. Among them Cleefus boys that done do some divisions, arguing boys they is figuring out what they should done do. Danger it is, they only a few. Outlaw Cleefus man draws his pistol and regains order. Outlaw Cleefus man reminds his outlaw boys they close to that Mexican border. Into numerous stores they done do go, rearm, resupply, more ammo, provisions for the journey. Challenged, they done did do. Townspeople say, intruders, who are you? Then them Cleefus boys do what they done do best. Pumped a few innocent townspeople in the chest. Scattered crowds of bystanders it done go back to their home to grab their rifles. Armed Tinsel Town citizens move on, the enemy stay low. Gunfight it was, gunfight it done did. Tinsel Town women and children had to done hid. Sheriff man and the militia cowboys heard the rumbling and the screams off in the distance. Smoke and burning buildings they did observe. Sheriff man says pull out the ammo reserve. Horses
Tinsel Town it is. Tinsel Town it done did do. Tinsel Town gunfight, many dead alive remaining, only the few. Sheriff man, pick up his horse and move out. Not much time. Go on, get some move on. People done to dying. Soon them Cleefus boys gonna done did frying. Militia Cowboys, let's go. Days of smoke, days of fire. Outlaw Cleefus boys' situation is dire. Days of pursuit finally come to an end. Militia Cowboys on the mend. Fighting those Cleefus boys house to house, block to block. Rebellious and highly trained rebel boys had a part of Tinsel Town on lock. Keep up the pressure, Militia Cowboys. Sheriff man, you's almost there, so close. Doors made of birch, kick in the door and force your way into the church. Militia Cowboys dropped a few of them outlaws in the street. Cleefus man feeling the heat. Priest man, take a seat. Desperate Cleefus beats his feet. Them outlaw boys now held up in the house of God. Cleefus Delroy ego, he done did law. Fighting in the street for a time, let him hear this way. Wounded and running low on ammo, this because of fighting day after day. Militia Cowboys surrounded the building, but they ain't yet going in. Another hostage situation, Sheriff man doesn't want another grim end. Held up for a time, Priest man gives old Cleefus Delroy a calming, prayerful melody rhyme. Sweat on his brow, cowboy hat laid low. Outlaw man looks to the ground. Only two other bleeding men around. Well, boys, looks like our number has been punched, says old Outlaw Cleefus Delroy. It's been a good run and lots of fun, but it's now obvious we sure ain't gonna live to see the next sun. Cleefus calmly says, accepting man he is, accepting man he do. Remaining outlaw boys give up with their hands up, that is who. Now all that remain is Cleefus Delroy and his hostage priest. Sheriff man and Militia Cowboys running out of patience. Father looks at Cleefus. Cleefus looks at the priest. Both realize the end is near. Cleefus man wounded pretty bad, blood done soaks his vest. Priest man knows what he should done do. Want me to hear your confession? Priest man urgently asks, that's done who? Now you see, life of an outlaw is pretty rough. Childhood was pretty tough. Poor man had no stuff. Mom and dad had enough. Old Cleefus alone and scared as a kid. Wrong crowd he fell into. To devil man he did slid. To anger and hate he sure did hid.
spilled his guts. Man, my entire life was nuts. Since you was a kid, you were always mad. You sure did miss mom and dad. Fighting was all you had. Wild West solitude, devil man sure was glad. But God, man, my ways were wrong. To death I sang a song. With greed and hate I sure did play pong. Sure Jesus, man, I knew my life didn't have very long. So on that day, outlaw man in tears with nothing to fear, confessed all of his murders, all of his thefts, all of his hate, all of his lies, and all of the things he done did try. Renounced his ways to God and the priest. Cleefus vowed to done did pays for the rest of his days. Absolved man he was, absolved man he is. Outlaw man put down the gun and gave up being on the run. Out the door he done did walk with that priest who changed his life. Into the hands of sheriff man did he hand his knife. Militia Cowboys applied first aid to that dying outlaw man. Keeps a tight watch on these boys, they sure did spread chaos across the land. Stand trial they will, stand trial they shall do, says sheriff man, that is who. Militia Cowboys, let's move out back to the judge we go. Cleefus man, lay your head real low. Militia Cowboys, back to the judge we go. Cleefus man, lay your head real low. Wagon wheels kick up, they dirt in the air. Outlaw man on the way to face judgment. He sure does done have much to fear. On the back of that wagon in chains and wounds from his life of crime and greed, he recalls his ways and his remaining days. His whole life he served devil man the gun and whatever woman called him hun. Good old outlaw Cleefus Delroy remembers all the pain he caused, all the lives he ended short, all the people he robbed, all the orphans he made. Man, the weight of a man's sin is too much, but Jesus, man, gave this here wretched, unworthy man another chance. Now you's resolved to do what is right, pay what you owe. The wagon stops, we is here, after a long journey, back in Sheriff Man and Militia Cowboys' jurisdiction. Doctors check on that outlaw man while he done in chains. Weeks gone by, outlaw man regains his strength. To a cell he did done reside. Goodness and truth to turn the tide. cell. Your whole life you done did fail, but now you's a wicked outlaw man. You feel you's God in your heart. Now outlaw man, it is time to do your part. Now outlaw man, time to do your part. Make it right and pay what you owe.
State versus Outlaw. Cleefus Delroy. Defendant, please rise. Charges. Over 3 counts of murder to law enforcement. Over 5 counts of conspiracy to defraud and extort. Over 7 counts of armed robbery of a federal bank. Over 12 counts of kidnapping. Over 24 counts of burglary, theft, and armed robbery of commercial and residential domiciles. Over 40 counts of murder. Over 70 counts of attempted murder. Over 72 counts of sedition. Inciting a mob, promoting insurrection, lawlessness, and reckless endangerment. How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty? Guilty, Your Honor.
Gasp. Silence. Judge man in shock. Sheriff man's eyes like a rock. Lawyer man begins to talk.
Cleefus, as your lawyer, I have to say we can fight most of these charges and reduce your sentence. But you have to say not guilty. Says lawyer man with the clean fingernails. Get out of my face, lawyer man, says the God-fearing outlaw. Judge man asks again. I said guilty, Your Honor, let me pay what I owe. Judge man glares at outlaw man. Justice message must be spread across the land. Do you know what this means? Says lawyer man. I sure as do, but it is my God who shall make me stand. Now I must pay what I owe by my own hand and be removed from this land I done did ran. Cleefus declares without the fears. No tears. Now Judge man came back with a judgment after a time.
Sentence that outlaw Cleefus Delroy to execution by hanging. Court adjourned, judge gavel done banging.
Some time has passed. Cleefus in his dark cell, remembering how his life was so fast. Only regret he has is that he didn't turn to his God sooner. And of course all the wrong he did done do, debt-paying man he is. That is who. Then came that there day when the much feared and famous outlaw Cleefus Delroy was brought into the town square before all the people of the jurisdiction. Victims' families, lives he destroyed. They glare at him with a rope around his collar before he steps forward. Executioner man asks that outlaw, any last words? Cleefus man takes one step forward and stares the crowd in the eyes. I'm sorry for what I done did. Sheriff man and his militia cowboys in attendance as they stand on line. Shake their head and tip they hate they done did do. Condemned outlaw man saw their reaction. That is who. Outlaw Cleefus man finally found his peace. And for the first time in his life, other than that time he confessed to priest man as he was dying after confessing all that lying, outlaw man realized a thing or two. Sinless man gonna see the Lord his God, the only one who ever truly from below the feet. Cleefus man dangling from a rope outside under the summer heat. Pressure around the throat. Gasp for air. Everything dark. Now Cleefus man in a green grass park. A man approaches in white, surrounded by light. Outlaw man no longer in the night. Outlaw man, lay yourself low to the ground and make it right. Outlaw man, lay yourself low to the ground and make it right. Now this here is the ballad of Outlaw Cleefus Delroy. Now this here is the ballad of Outlaw Cleefus Delroy. Now this here is the ballad of Outlaw Cleefus Delroy.